going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
Fred Leonard's subprime hero.
And we are over here with the one,
the only Dave Lemmon. That's right, man. I'm so excited. We finally got him on the show.
Yes,
we've been rubbing elbows, hanging out for the last couple of years at all these different events. And you know what? You've always been nothing but nice to us. Always said kind words, talk about our energy and how, man, I appreciate how you motivate me when you say stuff like that, to be honest with you. So thank you so much. I'm glad to have you on the show. I'm surprised, honestly, whenever I saw your name on a list and you said finally, I was like, you know, that this is the first time. Because we've been such friends, I always felt like I've already interviewed you. So it's good that we finally have you on here. And I think what a great event to do this at. We're at the Kain Workshop 2023 here at the Marriott City Center in Lexington, Kentucky. And this event's kicked off and it's been going great so far. Seeing a lot of amazing faces, great vendors throughout. To speak of one great vendor right now is Dealer OMG, man.
That's right.
Welcome to the squad, brother. Glad to have you here.
Thank
you
you,
guys.
high
five it in.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys. Yeah, it is about time. I mean, I have enjoyed what you guys do for a long time. I mean, we end up at, I don't know, 7 shows a year together.
No doubt.
How have we not done a show yet?
Right.
Oh man, so many conversations. You even met my wife. Well, I remember in Vegas we ran into each other at that one when you were leaving. No,
I was with my wife.
Yeah,
too.
that's right. That's exactly what was going on. It was a great opportunity to do that. But we've just known each other for a while, so this is due time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am surprised it's our first time, but I'm happy that this is our first time. I think it's a great event to do it.
So if it's the first time, then you know what we need to do to really kick this off. We go ahead and hit those F-bombs to get this conversation started. So let's go ahead and get Forgive, Focus, Fly activated on the show, because we've never done that live with my man, Mr. Lemmon, here on the show. Let's get this rocking. This is history, car guys and car gals.
That's right.
So on 3, we're going to put our hands on the shoulders. We're going to wipe off the weight of unforgiveness. We're going to focus and we're going to fly. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing all the time. Let's go.
Yeah, we go. Now we're ready to rock and roll. So, Dave, help us out. Help us understand. There's a lot of events. There's a lot of different places you can go to. Some places are easier to fly into, right? Some places are easier to travel to, right? Sometimes you can take the car, whichever. But here in little Lexington, the lovely Lexington, what is it that made you say, you know what, I got to be at this event?
So it's wild. I went last year for the very first time, and I've known about the event for a long time, but I've never come to this event before.
Right.
It is a thing of its own.
It is
100% its own thing. It's, I don't feel like it's a trade show. I feel it's almost more like a big giant 20 group. It's so education focused, and the events and socializing and networking, and really, if you go look in that keynote this morning, it's not just dealers.
That's right.
Every person in attendance is sitting in that room, listening, paying attention, learning, and that's new. Add to that David Kain's probably the nicest, sweetest guy.
You are not lying, dude.
Right?
I mean, seriously.
I love you guys.
There is nobody I've ever met like that. So, for me, that just makes this a no-brainer. The fact that I can drive down,
even better.
big win.
Big win, no doubt. We were just talking about that before the show. We were talking about how it's nice not to have to fly into somewhere. Don't get me wrong, flying can be convenient when you fly across the country, but when you're somewhere close to your neck of the woods and you can make that just drive in your own car and know that, hey, I can get home if I want to right tonight, it makes it feel really good.
Well, you guys live on planes.
Oh yeah, we do. We definitely do. But it's no different. We all are grinding. We're all trying to do our best to bring whatever our product or our energy or our life into other people's lives and help them grow. And that's something that I know you guys are definitely doing it over at Dealer OMG. Tell everybody a little bit more about what's happening, what's going on, what's the vibe of Dealer OMG right now.
Yeah, so Dealer OMG, I feel like is really unique in the space.
It is.
We are a true Facebook agency.
Love it.
So we aren't tech driven. We have human beings that sit at computers and create every ad and every campaign and are very thoughtful. And we're not shiny object, right? Like, but what's cool about social advertising, what's cool about paid social that a lot of people don't know it's almost like its own omni-channel
Mhm.
because you can do so many different things all in one place. I can talk to your former customers about service. I can talk to people that own your brand, live in your DMA, but have never been to your store about why they should. I can thank people that just bought a car from you. Boy, that's one that everybody ignores, and it's so easy.
It's one of the it's a big, and you're right. You're so right on that. A lot of people do not do that.
No, everybody runs carousels. Like that's what's your Facebook ad strategy? Oh, we're doing carousel ads.
Because so many people do just pay attention. Hey, what does my biggest competitor do, or what does my whoever it is that you look up to? Well, okay, what do they do? All right, well, I'm going to do exactly that. And so many times, especially when this is the car business. So in the car business, we find something that works, and we do one of two things. We either just get a little bit of time out of it where it shows some results, and we stop doing it, or we never get our clamps off of it. We never stop doing the one thing that works, and then the adaptability doesn't come. But the good thing about what you guys are doing is you can show, man, there's more ways to do this, and you don't
100%.
have to look like anybody else.
KPIs are different, right? It's not. I don't care about clicks and click-through rates. I care about each thing doing exactly what the dealership needs it to do.
Yes.
You need finance apps? We're going to measure your finance apps. You need leads? Okay, we're going to measure leads. But sometimes it's just you need to reach as many people as possible and tell them a story. Then we're going to count that.
I love that. And that's so true. That's dead on the money. Exactly what you just said. And being able to have that it's powerful. I love that you guys are people driven. We just had two people right before you come on, and we had Active Engage, and then we had Stella AI, very technology driven companies. And
its own thinking,
literally artificial intelligence. They are, but that's why. But they also agree that you have to have the human element, and that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about this human element that is something special, which you guys have. They really can pay attention to each individual, making sure that it is done right, that it is done with white gloves in a sense, right? And that's a good feeling to have. It's great to have a combo of both, but it's good that you have a company that is driven through people. I think people are never going anywhere. People are, I'm going to lose my job. No. You're not losing your job. Those technologies are supposed to make your job better. They're supposed to help advance what you're doing, help you do things deeper in other activities throughout the day. This way you don't have to worry about the little things that this AI can do 100%. For you.
I love ChatGPT.
Bro, I just discovered it like a week ago, Lou. I discovered it. I was like, I just messing around. I was like, let me download this. Let me really figure this out. I was like, oh my God.
And it's great for us. If I have one of my team, one of my performance managers, and those guys do our ad operations, right? And they may be amazing at a lot of things, but one of the things maybe they're not great at is ad copy. Cool. Guess what? Your life just got a million times better.
It's like cheat code GPT.
Yes, it really is. Exactly right.
It's amazing.
Right.
It's bananas.
But with that, again, that's the merging together of what the human wants, what us as people actually want and want to experience, and then technology, how we actually want to communicate that, get it across, simplify it, or leverage it. And inside of that, there's so much, especially on the platform of Facebook itself, that leveraging it's been the Wild West for a while. Then it's kind of been reeled in a bit, just a little bit of rope in, right? And then still somewhat Wild West. Inside of that, what would you say to people when approaching the actual campaigns that they would go through for Facebook? What would you tell them about if they're not involved, why it's so important for them to get involved and to go ahead and just open up the door to this platform, to this landscape?
It's funny. We're actually doing a presentation tomorrow, and it's one little small piece of what we do, but it also is a way to use Facebook to solve the one thing that dealers almost universally are terrible at. And that is talking to your former customers, right?
Isn't that the truth, bro?
So what's our strategy? Most dealerships, what's your strategy for communicating with former customers? Oh, we're having a slow month. Somebody go click send on that free CRM email, right? Like that's your whole thing. Like, oh, free CRM email template. We need more sales.
Absolutely.
With Facebook, every single person that's ever bought a car from you should be in an ad audience, no matter what.
Come on, dude. Agree. 100%.
They bought a car. Hey, thank you. Go take a phone into your dealer principal's office. Film him saying, "Welcome to the such and such family. If you need anything, we're here, right? We're here to help."
I agree.
3 months later, flip that switch and still thank him, but ask for referrals.
Yes.
3 months after that, guess what? Now it's time to start talking about maintenance and service.
Bingo.
A year later, trade in, trade up, lease pull forward, all of that messaging. Right. But the difference is every day after they buy a car from you, you're top of mind.
Yes.
They don't forget you. You're giving them meaningful communication. It changes everything.
Facts. You're speaking. We just need you to have come to our training sessions at all the dealerships we go to.
Matter of fact, we need to schedule
sometimes
one of our.
We need to have you come in one of our Zoom trainings because what we're talking about here is it rings so many bells in my life, right? And I agree. You have to stay in front of people. Consistency. And having tools like Dealer OMG to be able to keep you consistent, show you a way to be consistent, and also show you how that return on that investment can be massive. Matter of fact, it's the biggest return on your investment.
Yes, yeah, seriously. I mean, it's no joke how quick you can turn a little bit of money into a lot of potential prospects like that. I mean,
But man, being top of mind, like you said, but being top of mind by constantly showing them and constantly. And it's not the same pitch every time. It's always, but they know that you're their car person, no matter what you need, whether it's a referral program, whether it's you need your oil change, whether you need an alignment, new tires, you want some parts on your vehicle.
That's exactly right.
You're that person. And if they see that, they know it and they'll never forget it. But trust me, man, they're like fish. No offense. I'm a customer too. I'm a fish myself, right? Yep. I forget very quickly if you don't remind me. So keep reminding me. Yeah, it really matters.
And I will. The last car I bought, they had maybe the worst post-sale marketing I've ever experienced.
Wow.
Right? I think I went 7 months before I heard from them at all. And then I got a random email, like trying to sell me insurance from them. And then, a year later, got like a service coupon. Well, guess what? By that time I was getting service at a very different dealership.
That's right.
And it's, your customers as a dealer are maybe the most valuable commodity you have. They're people that know you, trust you, and spent money with you, but we waste that. We waste what we accomplished by not being consistent with them and telling them they're important and telling them they're valuable and communicating with them.
Or just seeing that we're there. Right. Yeah. There's so much that could be said if we just always know that they're there, that they're available. We're showing up in a feed. We may not matter to them on the giving us likes or comment. They may not give us a lot on that until it's time, until it matters to them. We try to tell salespeople across the nation, like, your customer does not care about you until you line up with their stars in order to help them with the problem that they have. Then they care that you're the guy or gal that took care of the problem, or you are like scarlet lettered that you are definitely not the one to deal with if they have a problem. But with that, when making sure that you do just stay in their view, the 10-foot rule, just like, when customers are sitting on the showroom talking about the stuff, still be within their sight. I'm not going away because they will disappear. They will not come back if you don't stay in front of them.
That's so true.
And that's why being able to have something where you are consistently, inexpensively in front of your audience often, especially your accounts, your people, those people you don't want to see going anywhere else. Right. You don't want to see them cheating on you.
So
you know what I mean?
You talk about inexpensive. Here's the part that kills me, right? Do you know what it costs to run a campaign to people that recently bought a car from you? Let's say 3 to 6 months worth of sales. You can reach all of those people with a decent frequency for about $50.
That's facts.
Right. Those specific people. Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Right. Like, what can you get for $50 in this day and age in automotive advertising?
Hold on.
I don't know. That's a tough one. Right. And I think that every one of us would agree that that's a lot of value, when you can think about that. But that's something that we just let sit, maybe because it is so inexpensive. Most dealers, they let it sit by. What I've learned is that a lot of times if the investment is small, they don't even put any accountability to it. They don't. They just like, it's no big deal. It's just $50. But here's the thing: it's $50 that can, if you really are a business person, and you could turn 50 into something massive. Because it's a long-term game, though. It's not just what you're not going to get in instant return. Yeah. But we're talking about doing this all the time. You're talking about for the next 5 to 10 years, the opportunities that you're going to have, whether it be in your service department, your sales, the referrals, and everything. If you stay that consistent with those people, the investment is beyond you can imagine. It's massive. But it's an investment in yourself. Letting your brand be told to your clients, letting your brand not be forgotten, letting your brand be reminded constantly. That is massive. That's for you. Understand that your clients need it too, but it's for you to be out there. If you're not investing in yourself, who are you investing in? That's what I got to say.
Yeah. Especially on the independent side too.
Oh, buddy.
The independents,
massive.
You all have the easiest rudder to negotiate with, right? You can turn on a dime based off of what you want to do, and to be able to activate a Facebook campaign, I mean, that is the equalizer. I mean, so speaking directly to independents, because we love our independents.
I love independents too. I mean, that's so before I came on board with Dealer OMG, I was a kind of a fractional CMO that only worked with independent dealers. I made that commitment that I wanted to they were underserved. Nobody builds, anything for them or of value or wants to really work with them or service them in the right way. So I
got your back
heavily with independent dealers. Facebook for them is huge. So they already at a jumping off point. Independent dealers traditionally have a much higher repeat referral business than franchises anyways.
I believe that.
They might be 65-70%, where a franchise might be 25-30. I mean, it's substantially
that's
higher.
Pretty big. Yeah,
but they can build that even further. And the way that they've built it that far, though, is the way that franchises have to do it too, but they don't. And that is give people amazing experiences, make it very personal. When you buy a car at that independent dealer, there's a solid chance you're talking to the guy whose name is on the sign, right?
Great chance you're going to run into something.
Yeah, yes. They then can stay in front of them. If it's Joe's Auto Sales, Joe can be on every video, inside every ad, to every audience on Facebook, making that personal connection. It's social media. People still crave that personal connection. And independents can do that so inexpensively. This is not something you need a production team and a $10,000 budget to make a video.
You need a cell phone.
You need a phone.
It's amazing what you can do with this machine right here. I mean, I'm telling you, and it can look so as professional as some of the high dollar productions that I've seen out there.
Very true.
You just got to take your time and just have the right apps inside your phone to be able to make it produced, right? Going through there and making it happen. But it's important that we do that. But I want to bring it back to the beginning one more time and talk about how you guys are people driven, and I've gotten to know a lot of the people on your team. Just amazing. We've interviewed a few of the people on the team. We've hung out with them, had dinner with them, and what I could say is that it's a great company, and it starts from the top, and from the top all the way down to bottom and back up. Great folks that are just constantly out there trying to make a difference for us, our dealers out there, for us, for everyone, right? But they bring life in everywhere they go, and that's something that you should be very proud of too. You guys have such a great culture, and the light that walks in a room when your team walks in is phenomenal. So it's always great to have you guys around. But I mean, I'm so happy we had you on the show. I'm looking forward to seeing you at Digital Dealer, and we'll have some fun. Make sure you come by the booth. We'll get them again. We'll see a part two soon. A little bit more. We also have Andrew coming on later, so we're excited about having him on the show. You guys will see that, and then next up is our friend right next to me. I'm gonna keep it down. We'll talk about who it is. We'll talk about our special guest. You guys kind of got the first I said it very We'll let you know who it is here in a moment. She's sitting here waiting, but we're very proud to have you on the show, brother. I'm proud to call you a friend, and I look forward to seeing how far Dealer OMG goes over the next year too, brother.
I really appreciate it,
man. Let's forget Focus Fly. Let's get out here, Lou.
All right. Well, car guys, car gals, you know what to do. If you didn't, tag a car guy and tag a car gal. Go ahead and do that even on the replay. Make sure that people know what is brewing over here in lovely Lexington. We are excited to be brewing solutions at the Kain event, and we're going to forget focus and fly our way on to the next interview. Here we go. All right, Dave. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Forgive. Focus, fly, and keep growing, y'all. Listen, if you guys want to get a hold of him, just go to his email. It's dave@dealeromg.com. Go to their website if you guys need a demo, want any questions. Anybody there is going to help you out. And like I said, it's human element. So get in that stuff.
And if you were wondering if they were not CGC approved, well, car guys and car gals, let us make sure that you all know officially that Dealer OMG is 100% CGC approved. That's right, everybody. Well, we appreciate you brewing solutions with us today. I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Frelin Arts, the subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions with the one,
the only, Dave Lemmon.
We'll talk to you later. See you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Get to this event. We're out.